Hi everyone. Last video we discussed how to create a Red Hat OpenShift account, sandbox account. And today's video I will discuss about Red Hat OpenShift and what is the difference between Red Hat and Kubernetes, Kubernetes versus Red Hat. Today's video I will discuss entirely. Okay, Red Hat. See in which containerization engine using the Kubernetes, like containerization engine, what containerization engine using the Kubernetes, like if you're anyone seeing this video, definitely if we get the immediately Docker containerization, that is the not wrong. Say Kubernetes containerization engine using the CRI. C- CRI, container infra. Containerization runtime infra is a CRI. This is the engine Kubernetes. See, this video for who has know the Kubernetes, there will be easily you can understood the Redshift, because Redshift is a part of the Kubernetes. Like some, see, if you do, if you Kubernetes, if you know, you can easily learn the Redshift, Redshift, OpenShift. See, OpenShift and Kubernetes both are similar, but it is a containerization orchestration, and it is also containerization orchestration, but this is open source developed by Google, and a layer, like it's a layer of the top of the Kubernetes. It's a developed by on the Redshift. A layer on the top of Kubernetes. Not a source. It is a paid source. We have to pay and we have to use this service. See, the difference is Kubernetes and Red Hat OpenShift, the both are containerization tools and both are same. But Kubernetes is a open source we can use freely, but developed by Google. And OpenShift is a containerization tool, is a top of the layer in the Kubernetes developed by Red Hat. I hope you have understood. Now, see, in Kubernetes, like we have to manage monitoring, logging, security, and CI/CD, everything. I'll explain. Kubernetes engine, is just a Kubernetes engine. Like we have to take the Kubernetes engine, we have to entirely like Kubernetes only it will maintain the networking. Kubernetes only it will managing the logging, securities, and everything. Like, see, if you are using the Kubernetes, Kubernetes will be handled, but someone take care the all the configurations like monitoring configurations, logging configurations, security, UI path, CI/CD, entirely you have to like if you use the Argo CD, Jenkins pipeline, and entirely someone will come and take care the entire monitoring. In OpenShift, OpenShift is a everything. It will be managed in our OpenShift only. Like see, Kubernetes engine. For example, this is the Kubernetes. Just Kubernetes is a only one engine. For example, I will see this is the Red Hat. Like using this engine, Kubernetes. Kubernetes using this engine, Red Hat has developed the this UI entire path. Like I'll explain it. OpenShift, Kubernetes plus and some advanced tools facilities, features, advanced features. Like like it OpenShift is giving the Kubernetes tools and plus some advanced tools. Like what is that one? First one is CI. See in Kubernetes we have to do the application means Jenkins we have to install and we have to do the we have to run the pipeline CI/CD. In OpenShift it's an inbuilt tool CI/CD and networking also it will manage the open after monitoring. In Kubernetes, we have after to Prometheus and Grafana, we have to monitor the services. Yes, guest app to install, and we have to monitor a lot of things. If one pod is fail, entirely it will be fail like that. In the OpenShift, just running the one file, it automatically deploy entirely. It's inbuilt observability. And next is a GitOps. GitOps also it's providing the OpenShift. Next is the management. Like it will give the good UI We can that UI page, we can see the entire. I will show you. Like this many tools is giving security and logging. See, this many features as giving OpenShift. In Kubernetes also it will give the this many features, but we have to manage everything. In here, OpenShift, everything it will manage in OpenShift only. OpenShift, all commands like command. See, same commands like OpenShift, like pod, deployment, service.ml, Node.js, configuration, same entirely itself, same end-to-end itself. But in OpenShift, it will these services will be giving the is advanced feature services is giving the OpenShift. It's the same. Kubernetes and Redshift is same, but some of the additional features is giving the OpenShift. For suppose, I'll show you the some architecture image, you will get the easy understood. In Kubernetes, see, if you're deploying the application in Kubernetes, you are following this flow. Like first, you have to code in GitHub. After you have to image using the Jenkins or CI/CD or any you're using the tools to you are building the Docker image. After that image you have to push into the ECR. You have to write the Kubernetes YAML files and to deploying Argo CD. The install the Argo uh, the Kubernetes, and after that you have to install the Argo CD and you have to write the YAML files and you have to deploy the Kubernetes in the deployment app. Well, you have to deploy entirely. This is the flow of your Kubernetes deployment flow. In see everything you have to install here, but the flow of Redshift, first your code is GitHub, in that GitHub, you have to build the Docker image. See, in the Kubernetes for image and Redshift image, both are same. But some of if you want to without extended tools, you can easily use the OpenShift. Like what I'm telling is in OpenShift, we have to remember the four files. One is build config file and image streaming and deployment config and service. These four files only you have to manage. Like suppose the source code, you have Docker file is there. You have to run the build config file. After that, image it will automatically it will trigger. After that, I will show you the practical also. First, I will explain the theoretically, and after that, deployment, and after that, service. And after that, user can access the application. Access the application. This is the no need to require the Argo CD and no need to require the Jenkins, no need to require the ECR, no need to require to install any packages in manually. Entirely, it will manage on OpenShift. See, just you have to build config. It will take some source code URL, like the source code of URL of the GitHub link, and it will deploy. And after that, the Docker file will be create the image, and it will be push the image to the image streaming. Like if you run the Docker config file, it will automatically build the image. It will take that image automatically it will push into the image. That image streaming. After that, the triggers. If you have ch- change any code in the GitHub, it will trigger and it will rebuild the doc build config file and it automatically new image it will push. If any new image will pushed in the image streaming, the changes will be automatically in deployment and it will be triggered. When the deployment will be run, the pods will be created. This is the flow entirely. See, this is the flow. First, we have to write this many files. I will show you the code now. See, I already written the code. See, this is the see suppose this is a build config file. This is the namespace I created. H1 terminal namespace is the label name Node.js app, and here taking the GitHub, and this is a GitHub URL. I am deploying the host or application, and this is the master like branch name. Building the Docker image like kind is a Docker stream tag and Docker image name is this one Docker.js image latest. It will build the image and it will trigger if you use to build on image on the code changes. It automatically trigger when the code will be changed. It automatically trigger the pipeline. It will be changes in everything type of the GitHub triggers. And this is the here we need to give GitHub webhooks. If you go to GitHub webhooks, when you have to change anything in the local GitHub repository, it will automatically trigger the pipeline. It automatically like everything. This is the image streaming. First, the image will be build the image, take the source code and build the image, and after that, it will be stored here. And after that, this one deployment config file. It automatically take the image. This is the default image of the OpenShift. It will take that image and it will rolling back. Rolling back is a when it is a like first if you have updated any code, it will create that image. After that, previous image it will be deleted and create it and it will be deleted. This is the flow of the service ML and entirely taking the port number 3000. It will be running the app. If you know the Kubernetes, you can understood this file. And first, I will deploy this one. Like last video, how to install the Red Hat OpenShift entirely I explained. If you go and see that video and you have to install the entirely and you have to come to this project and you have to do. See, I will show you once again. Show you once again. Click it. Click Red Hat OpenShift developer sandbox account. Start your free trial. This is the 30 days free. See, drive spaces, try it this one. OpenShift console. See, this project you have to deploy in three ways. One is in Red Hat terminal. You can do it here, or you can copy that login command. You have to copy that and you have to paste it in your local, and so you have to copy this one. You have to use this command before that. This is the installation process. I am installing the OpenShift. I'm installing the OpenShift in my local laptop using this command. It will automatically install like OpenShift and cover service files, and it will install. After that, you have to log in your services. It will be login. See, there's a two files is there. Before that, you have to run this command. I will give this command in the description. I have to take one. After this, you have to same thing. You have to follow here also. Here in the local terminal, you have to clone your repository. See, this is one our project. Click that one, open it. The terminal. Previous video, once if you see, you will easily understood how this dashboard will come. See, okay, here, see, networking, storing, and build config, build and build streaming. See now, nothing is there. Now here, see, pipeline, overview, triggers. The pipeline will be triggered automatically. Like, see, project is, see, here also, here you can clone your repository, expose like this. I will show you my GitHub repository. I will share this GitHub repository in the description. You can take that code and you have practice it. Copy this one. Just paste it here. ls cd. If you want to, if you are unable to install in our local VS Code, you have to do here. If you want to install, if you are installed in the VS Code, you have to do it here. I will show you now. My code is in our VS Code. I am running here. CD, full stack deployment. See, first check the current user. OC, who am I? The project name. After that, OC, see, OC means OpenShift controller. Get project. See, there's a two. This is the main project and this is the OS image. Uh, You have to is- build config to just run OC minus F and after that you have to start build Node.js, start build Node.js because my application is Node.js and this my image build image cut and build and stream the logs. Node.js build flow means I you have copy that one. You have take start build Node.js restaurant code flow. It's not forgot to from the command name. I'll just see it. Here I given the all commands. We just oh no, this is the command. Yeah, it is building the image. Yeah, actually the project name I didn't selected. That's why it's getting the issue. Once it will build the image, it's building the image. Let's go to the UI page. Go to the build config. See, Node.js build. It's running. See here entirely you have to check like metrics, YAML files, like entirely UI, like logs. See how logs entirely it will giving event how the networking is giving. Entirely it's giving. See, in the Kubernetes, entirely we have to take it and we have to manage it. Like see, a lot of things. See, EFSK stack, EC2, GP2, GP2, CSA, GP3, entirely it's managed storage entirely. Now it's building the image and go to the pipeline. See, that it will get everything. How good UI see. Entirely. Yeah, it's done. Now you have to deploy the your image. See, apply of dc.ml. Yeah, it's deployed. And after that, get pods. Yeah, see all pods is running. SCC. Yeah, see, Node.js is listed. Now we have to route to the application link we have to access. See, copy this one. See, it's the hard start. See how easy I deployed full stack application. See, just running this entirely it is managing in Redshift. How? See, after the deploying application, you have to monitor the your application. Like how easily it's monitoring. See, everything here, like pods, everything, the roles and build config, service, events, networking, routing, everything ingressing, build config. See, it's build the image, two builds I done, and this is the image. This is the pods. This many pods is running. The deployment config file, stateful. There's no stateful. That's why secrets. See, config map. This many things automatically it will create it. Red Hat OpenShift. This many things it will managing entirely. See, API Explorer, all things. If I give the my source code, GitHub repository link, entirely it will managing the application. See, this is how. See, usually you can monitor. Like, see, go for the overview and details. Entirely you can manage like ML files. Like if you don't know how to write the ML files, I will tell you in the end of the day how easily you can write the ML files without knowing the anything. See, everything. You see how CPUs and memory, mm, file system, networking transfer, ports, connecting. Like, see, this much of good UI. Kubernetes also is not giving this. It's good way. If you want a staff, you can run this file. You can easily see. See, this is the EFS stack. How easily you can run. Just I will show you. ED and OS fly uh, Kubernetes just run. It automatically, just one command, it automatically create the all services. Kubernetes get pods. See, EFK, Elasticsearch and Kibana, everything it will be running. Just run this one. It will get the link. See, this is the Kibana. Just see in the Kubernetes, if you want to deploy the Kibana ESC stack, if it will take minimum of 1 hour to run the all files. In the OpenShift, it will take just one single command if you deploy entire application. See how much it uh, loading the plastic patch. I will explain the code now. See, with the Elasticsearch taking the namespace of the project and running on the code number and search Elasticsearch and deployment, the Kibana and service and routing is routing means it will giving the load balancer IP entirely. See, allow all increase fee. Just type discover, create indexing. Type star means I am giving the entirely. See, a search timestamp the indexing. You can monitor entirely here. See, everything you will get it here. You can monitor the here. How easily you can deploy the see. The logs will be getting here. See, the logs will be updating the your Kubernetes, your project logs entirely. The flow like, this is the way. You can deploy the see this is a you can deploy the full stack application here. See, if you want to CI/CD process also, you have to deploy easily. You can here. See, this is the CI/CD process. I will explain. See, deploy sample pipeline. This is the name of the pipeline name and namespace is H1 normal dev. and image name and Docker, and see this is the image name. Here I am giving the image details entirely, and this is the running of this many things. Service.ml file, it's running the deployment file, going to take that it will redirect to here. After once it will be clone the repository, it will be entirely, it will be trigger automatically, it will trigger the entirely here. And this it will give the one IP address, it will give to the HTTP port number 80 and entirely, and it routing, it will give the one load balancer IP entirely. I will deploy here. See, see this is the one to deploy the application. See, now I deployed entirely manually. Like if you run the pipeline also, it will automatically trigger it. It will get the AFD. Go to the pipelines. See here, no pipelines is not there. See, now I will explain one method. One method I explained like full stack. Like I run the commands manually. I deployed entirely like EFSK staff and entirely I deployed. This is the one method. These two methods and this method. Now, if I run the only pipeline method, it automatically trigger this one, and this one. And automatically, it will get the one application. One application. CD. Thing. Automatically, it's created here. See, yes, created. If you want to run the command, it will start. Otherwise, you can start here also. It will run. Start here. I am running the starting here. See, entire steps I given in my GitHub repository. Like, see, these are commands. If you want to do the manually, you can with it. If you want to do the CI/CD process, like if you go here and you have to run these commands, you will get it entirely. See, OC get pipelines. See, if the pipeline is success and it's running. The pipeline is triggered. Now I will see the application. The three is there. Now copy this. Here the before it's two, now it's three. Now easily same application is deployed. This is the automatic process. If you do any changes in the code in this GitHub repository, if you do any changes, it automatically triggered. Here you need to give your GitHub repository webhook. If you give here, if you do any changes in your code, it automatically trigger the line. It will run again. It will build the image. It will store the image in image streaming, and after that it will get it application, the latest application. It will build and it will delete the application and it will create. First create and after that delete. Creating and deleting. This is the entire the flow of this project. I hope you understood this how entirely. Like I will share you the details of the code entirely. This is the pipeline. See, this is the ML file. Now I told you know like how you want if you don't want to you don't know how to write the ML files and the links. There's one process is there. Here, go to the import ML files or import Git. Go to import Git. Here, give your GitHub. In the OpenShift, there is a only one time only we have to create the project. After that, we are unable to create. Like if you suppose here, I am giving the my GitHub repository link. Only for example, this is an empty repository. You will think. See it automatically. See you're writing the ML say project name, and it will create the build config, and it will service as deployment, and it will get the port numbers, and entirely it will get it, and it automatically the same project I name as given. No, that's why it's unable to create it. It automatically it will create the new. It will write the ML files. It will write. It will automatically build. It automatically uh, uh, image streaming, and entirely it will get it. See now I will show you the triggers. I didn't change anything code. No, that's why I didn't trigger. This is the pipelines. The pipeline is on, and the pipeline is running. If you do any changes, it automatically it will trigger. This many roles is running, and service accounts. This many service accounts. Pipeline service account default and builder, and this many. See entirely is done. If you want to just delete, if you want to delete the project means you just go there. Copy this one. If you want to delete the project, but I didn't copy the proper one. OC delete all this project. It automatically entirely all port uh, entirely it will be group and entirely it will delete except the project. Because of we are unable to delete the project, we are unable to access it. Only the project is not deleted because of we have to only one project only we have to create, and that project you are unable to delete also. Now I will go and refresh it. Automatically all things you have delete, and again you have to write the just replace the one more project here. Here GitHub repository, you have to replace one more project GitHub repository, and you have to deploy one more project also. Right, see build config. See nothing is there. Images also it's deleted. Coming to the pipelines, the pipeline is not deleted. Like I will delete the pipeline once. Yeah, it's deleted. It's a free 1 month. It is a free. You can keep on also running. Also, it will have no problem. See, it's deleted. It's a free entirely. It's a free. Like it's not deleted. We have to delete the pipeline running also. Now if you go and recheck it also, it will be not run. See, this is the Hotstar application. Like if you rerun also, it will not be not run. See, because of I deleted the project. This is the way. I hope you understand my way of explanation. And first, we have to install your entirely. I will share these details in the description and entirely. And if you want to run the project in local means, first you have to run this command, and after that you have to. I will share this command in the share also. Like if you want to run this, like there's a two ways. If you want to run the local also, you can run. Otherwise, you have to run in terminal also. You have to do it like here, the new terminal also. Just clone the repository and you have to deploy it entirely also here. There's a two ways also is there. There's a two methods. That's your way have to deploy local or entirely. That's two ways also is there. Just connecting your just clone the repository and you have to do following entirely. Just there's a two ways. If you're locally not working, you can have to open it. Yeah. And this is the way. And this is the my upload. This is the first you have to see this video. Wait. Today's only I upload this video and this recording video I uploaded. See, just follow this video instructions and just create the account and just log in with the account. And after that, you have to come back and see this video. You will get the clarity. And I will share this GitHub repository also. Like you have to follow and you have to do the full stack project. And thank you guys. If you have anything is there, just connect me and I will share my Telegram link and also. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.